experts also, like who are able to do patent search. Then some people who can do patent filing, or how you are planning for patent filing. If you want to send, you can send the patents, inventions which you finalize at your end. You can send to us also. And
Okay.
your college is in Bhopal.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am, it is in
Yeah,
Bhopal.
in Bhopal, we have got one Madhya Pradesh State Council for Science and Technology. Dr. Narendra Chaube, he is the nodal officer there. In,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you must be knowing Dr. Chaube.
Yes, ma'am. He has also given that lecture during that IPR
Yes, yes, yeah, I saw his
session,
name.
FDP. Yeah.
So then, whatever inventions you finalize, you can send to him, and from there they will come to us.
Okay.
Actually, we are doing patent filing on behalf of universities which are coming from PICs. We call them PIC, Patent Information Centers. So whatever, not only patents, but if you have any copyright, any software has been developed by your institute, or trademark, anything related to IPR, you can send it across to Chaubeji, and then it will come to us.
Sure, ma'am.
So you
thank
should
you.
have coordination with PIC. It will help you.
Okay, sure, ma'am, sure, ma'am.
And what about IPR policy? Have you thought about IPR policy also?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, we are planning for the IPR policy, not
Mhm.
exactly decided, but we are planning for the IPR policies also, ma'am. Actually, right now the government is also giving the 80% reimbursement for the institutes. So we are planning to incorporate that things, ma'am.
Actually, many IPR policies are available on the net. Then there is a commercial
Yeah.
wing of DPIAT, CPAM, if you must have heard about. If
Yes.
you go to CPAM website, they have made a draft IPR policy which can be used by uh, academic institutes, and then you can make a change in that according to your institute. So that is a very good policy made by Government of India, sample kind of policy which you can download, and you can customize it as per your requirements. So you can have a look at that policy on
Sure.
the website of CPAM, CIPAM. It's the office opened by DPIAT under Ministry of Industry, which was earlier called DIPP, Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. Actually, all the patent offices, all the are under DIPP or DPIAT. So DPIAT has opened a office called CPEM. It's located in Udyog Bhavan only, in the same premises. So they are looking after the awareness part, and mainly awareness, and helping universities, R&D institutes for these measures. So you can have a look at the IPR policy. So you can like
Sure.
customize it.
Yes, ma'am. We will
Yeah.
plan for that.
And then you can conduct training for people who are working in the IPR cell. Maybe you can request us also, and we are organizing one training program from September 20 to 24. It's an online program, 5-day program, and you can visit our like, if you want, I can send you the request letter. If you want, you can depute 1 or 2 people to attend that training program. It's a 5-day training program on how to conduct patent searches. So daily 4 hours lectures will be there. So if you want, I can share that invitation letter with you.
Yes, ma'am,
So
please.
to whom should I send the letter?
Ma'am, you can send me also. I will share with
Okay,
sir. Yeah.
okay, okay. So you can discuss in your organization, and if you want, you can depute either one person or 2 people. It's a paid training program.
Okay, ma'am.
So, but it will be good if somebody is trained in your office also to conduct patent searches.
Yes, ma'am. Okay,
We are
ma'am.
starting a series of training programs like this. This is the first of the series.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So shall we start, sir?
Yeah, of course. Please go ahead.
Okay. So, good afternoon to all the dignitaries, guests, and delegates with great joy and immense exultation. I, Dr. Nikita Shivhare, Associate Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication, OIST Bhopal, and co-coordinator of R&D and IPR Cell, Feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to all joined here for the inaugural ceremony of R&D and IPR cell of OIST Bhopal and webinar on topic Women Research Schemes. The vision of this cell is to empower the faculty and students in the area of research and development by providing best labs and facilities for implementing their innovative research and product development ideas. Our aim is to promote, coordinate, and implement research and development programs. The main objective of today's session is to aware the participants about the Women Scientists schemes provided by the Government of India and to promote the women faculty members and students for research. On behalf of R&D and IPR Cell and Oriental Institute of Science and Technology Bhopal, I would like to present a gracious welcome to you all. I am extremely privileged to welcome our chief guest and expert of today's session, respected Dr. Sangeeta Nagar ma'am, scientist at Patent Facilitating Center, Technology Information Forecasting and Assessment Council, Delhi. I would also like to welcome respected director OIST Bhopal, Dr. Rajesh K. Shukla sir. I feel glad to welcome coordinator R&D and IPR cell OIST Bhopal, Dr. T. Raja Santosh sir. I would also like to welcome Dr. Manish Savle sir, Head Electronics and Communication Department, OIST Bhopal. I feel glad to welcome all the directors, deans, HODs, faculty members, and all the participants. Thank you, dignified gathering, for sparing your precious time for this ceremony. Now, may I request and invite Dr. T. Raja Santosh sir for welcoming our guest and give some insights about the R&D and IPR cell.
Greetings of the day. Welcome to Dr. Sangeeta ma'am. Thank you for giving your valuable time. We need your words to develop the research environment. And welcome to all respected faculty members. Today I'm very happy to announce that the functionality of the R&D and IPS cell. Okay, so our cell is run with some major goals and objectives. So some of the few goals and objectives are here to increase the publication in the reputed conferences and the reputed journals and improve and promote the industrial collaborations. And we also try to improve and encourage the faculty to getting the consultancy works and inside the India and outside of the India. And also we are personally we are more focusing about the filing the patents and the get the grants from the Indian and international patents. And for that purpose, we have to organize some guest lectures and workshops, seminars. So many promotional schemes we have to organize. So these are the main goals and objectives of this IPR and R&D cell. And according to the objective and goals, we will run this cell with your active participation. Thank you to all. And thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your warm presence here. And we need your words to develop the environment, research environment. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We feel honored to have with us respected Dr. Sangeeta Nagar ma'am, scientist at Patent Facilitating Center, Technology Information Forecasting and Assessment Council, Delhi. She is BTech in Electronics and Communication. She has more than 18 years of experience in the field of IPR. She is also the coordinating officer for Women Scientists Scheme, Kiran IPR. She got trained in EPO in patent searches in 2009, got training in Germany in year 2014 on patent searches related to ICT conducted by CDAC, EPO, and EBTC. She also got training in intellectual property management from Japan in 2015. She has delivered lectures on IPR at different forums. Now, may I request and invite respected ma'am to start today's session.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nikita Shivare, first of all, for inviting me to deliver this lecture. And also, I would like to thank the director of OIST and Dr. Raja Santosh Kumarji, and would like to congratulate also on opening of the IPR and R&D cell It's really heartening to see the lot of IPR activity being carried out here. Actually, in the last 3 4 months only, this is the second program you are conducting related to IPR. So earlier also, I was invited to deliver a lecture on overview of IPR. Now we are going to the specific topic. So since you're opening the IPR cell, so I have few suggestions which I think informally also I was talking to Dr. Nikita Shivare. So while you're opening the IPR cell, you should have a one person, one or two dedicated persons who will look into the IPR activities of your organization. Like they can scout the inventions which are coming to you for conducting the novelty and patentability assessment. Then those persons can conduct novelty search using various databases, patent databases. Most of the patent databases for countries like United States Patent and Trademark Office, USPTO, then European Patent Office, Japanese Patent Office, Indian Patent Office. So all these patent databases are available free of cost on Google, on the patent office websites of these countries. So to start with, you can conduct search in these databases, and then if you find your invention to be novel, prepare a search report, and then you can forward it to the Patent Information Center. So to tell you brief about Patent Facilitating Center, which is a part of organization called Technology Information Forecasting and Assessment Council, TIFAC. And TIFAC is an autonomous body under Department of Science and Technology. We have got a mandate of like we have got four objectives. First is that we provide we can awareness related to IPR in the whole country in the form of workshops, symposiums, training programs. Then we have got a scheme of providing full technical and financial support for filing of patents in India and abroad, wherein how we function is like you just have to give a small write-up of your invention, and the letter can come from either dean of the organization or the head of the institute. They can write a letter either directly to us or through Patent Information Center Bhopal, and along with a small write-up of your invention. And if your IPR cell has conducted the search, then you can provide the search report also. We will again conduct the novelty and patentability search at PFC, and if we feel that your invention is fit for patent filing, we will file the patent on your behalf. The ownership will vest with your organization. The patent will be in the name of OIST, and we will do only the facilitation part. We will pay the fees for the attorney, because we have got a panel of attorneys with whose help we file the patent application, and also the government fees will be paid by us. Then once a patent is granted, we will maintain it for a period of 10 years in case of domestic patent filing. However, if it's a foreign patent filing, then we will pay the renewal fees for 7 years only. So it's very heartening to know that you have opened a IPR cell, and I extend my full support in terms of any kind of support, like training support. If you want, we can provide training to your staff or nodal officers who are dealing with the IPR cell. Then any kind of awareness program you want to conduct, we can conduct the awareness program for you. It will be free of cost, because it is one of our objectives to provide awareness related to IPR in the whole country. So if you want, in that case, earlier we used to provide funds of 1 lakh rupees, but now since because of Corona, we don't provide those funds, but we can provide the faculty for that, and all the honorarium charges and the online platform, all those things we will take care of. So if you want any training program to be conducted for the IPR cell or any sort of thing, we can do that for you. And patent filing, as I told you, or any kind of IPR filing, we will support. You can come directly to us also, but it's better you come through Dr. Narendra Chaubeji, who is the nodal officer of the Patent Information Center in Bhopal. And he's a very nice person, very helpful. And I think you already must have met, as Dr. Manish Savle was telling, that he was already invited for delivering lecture. And they have been working in Bhopal in the area of IPR for the last maybe around 18 to 20 years. So they have got a, like most of the people, most of the universities and other organizations are aware of the Patent Information Center which is working in Bhopal. So this is something about our own organization. Now, coming to the topic of today's lecture, which is the Women Scientist Scheme. Should I start sharing the screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, please.
Dr. Nikita, it's not sharing. I don't know what is happening.
Ma'am, you are not able to see.
I It's just saying not responding. I don't know what has happened.
Okay, ma'am, if it's possible, then you can share the PPT with me in the mail. I will present it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I don't know what had happened in between.
Sir, it was, ma'am, it was shared. The screen was shared.
Okay, okay. So now
Yeah.
it's visible?
No, no, it was, now it is visible. Yes, it is visible, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Now,
Ma'am, all the slides, I'm able to see all the slides.
but I have clicked the first one.
Ma'am, you can start the slideshow from the top. I think from there it can then start.
Now, can you see? I've shown only one single slide now. Is it visible now?
No, ma'am, I can see all the slides in one go, means from 8 slides.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And now?
Yes, now
Now
you
it's
can see.
visible. Thank you.
Hmm?
Yeah, one slide. Yeah.
So coming to the women scientist scheme, actually first I will tell you a little bit background of this women scientist scheme. We started in the Department of Science and Technology in the year 2002. Actually, at that time in 2002, Dr. Murli Manohar Joshi ji, he used to be the Minister for Science and Technology, and once he was invited at some place to at a convocation to give away the degrees for I think PhD or something, some program was happening. So at that time he asked the question like, how come that when women are getting so many degrees and they are more than men, then but when actual at the time of actual jobs, we are not able to see that much of women as we are able to see at the time when they are studying. So then at that time, at that point of time, it was thought that DST should conceive a program whereby we can bring back the women who are highly educated in science to the mainstream. So somewhere during in the like in the pipeline they are lost. So where do they get lost? So task force was constituted, and it was found that it's mainly the women who are highly educated in science. They get married, or then their husbands get transfer, or because they have a child, they have to take care of the children. So all these women, they have to leave the mainstream science, because science career is not an easy one. Actually, any of the careers is not an easy one. So he like called a meeting, and then it was decided to start a women scientist scheme in Department of Science and Technology, mainly to bring back the women from science and technology who had left the mainstream because of domestic reasons. So this scheme was started, and it has three parameters: women scientist scheme C, which I am handling, was C. Then there were other two schemes, was A and was B. So was A and was B related to the societal uh, projects. I think you must, many of you must be aware about these schemes, was A and was B. So the in under these schemes, projects related to science and society and R&D projects are given to women. Like women first submit the projects after the advertisement is out, and then they have to complete those projects in 2 to 3 years time. And those are different kinds of schemes, but those are also part of women scientist scheme. What I am handling is the WASC part, in which we select women, and then we train the women in the area of IPR for 1 year. So this is the C part which I am handling. So the main background behind starting of the women scientist scheme, or schemes for the women in R&D, was to bring back women to the mainstream. So therefore, the upper age has also been kept as about 45 to 50. You can imagine. So in all the schemes, the upper age is 45 to 50, so that women who could not join the mainstream at early age can join later, and then they can also work till late in their age, and they can get trained in some of the things, and they can compete with the women who are already working in the mainstream. So this is called Kiran IPR. Kiran is acronym for Knowledge Involvement in Research Advancement through Nurturing. So this scheme is being implemented by the Patent Facilitating Center of TIFAC. So this was the advertisement. Actually, under this scheme, we have already trained women in 11 batches, and this was the advertisement which was brought about on 3rd of July 2021, and last day to apply for training under the scheme was 31st July 2021. So this is just the advertisement. I'll tell you in detail. So this was just the tweet which was put on the DST website and TIFAC website, and women have to apply through this portal, online portal. This is the portal through which only online applications are received. Earlier, we used to receive the hard copy, but now only online applications are received from 8th batch onwards. Now, coming back about the scheme, so this scheme, which was earlier called Women Scientist Scheme, is now in DST called WISE Kiran IPR. WISE is for Women in Science and Engineering. So this scheme is mainly of Department of Science and Technology and implemented by the Patent Facilitating Center. of TIFAC since 2002, and it is being operated from 4 centers at Delhi, Chennai, Delhi, Pune, Kharagpur till 11th batch, and now in place of Chennai, there is a center at Bengaluru because Chennai center has closed, so it has been shifted to Bengaluru. So all these centers are called coordination centers. So the main objectives of the scheme are to bring back women having science qualification in the mainstream after they had a break in the career, and to train these women, talented women, towards self-employment and working from home. Actually, this we had conceived the objective long back, but now this has become a reality. After Corona, we have found that how one can work from home and how you can be self-employed and still work from home. So this our women trained under this scheme have really made this scheme as a uh, like ladder, and they have got training, and now they are working and earning money even while working from home. And also, we wanted to develop core of professionals who are trained in patent searches, IPR matters, and how to prepare technology scan reports using patent analysis. Then, to prepare a pool of resource persons for conducting workshops in IPR training programs. So, these were the objectives which were set in the year 2002. And now, all these things have become a reality. So about 800 women have been trained in IPR till now in 11 batches, and they are conducting IPR awareness workshops, providing training programs wherever, in whichever organization they have been they have been able to find jobs. And this scheme has also been awarded the Nari Shakti Puraskar by the President of India for providing uh, employment opportunities or for providing training to women or for women empowerment in the area of uh, science and technology. So this particular scheme got the award from the President of India in the year 2016 for the year 2015. This award is given by the Ministry of Women and Child Development. So it was like a cash prize of 2 lakh rupees, and it's a very prestigious award which is given to any scheme. Generally, these awards are given to individual women, but this award was given to TIFEC in the institutional category. So is the Nari Shakti Puraskar, and this is the data, batch-wise data. When the scheme started, there were only 20 seats, and as the scheme picked up, now from 20 seats, the seats have been increased to 120. And in 11th batch, highest number of women got trained. 111 women out of 120 completed the training, 1 year training, and the number has been ever growing. And Department of Science and Technology has also provided us impetus, and for every year they have given a target to increase the number from 120 to 200 in the next 4 years. And this is the statistical data of the last 11 batches. Uh, Yeah, this is also one of the important components of this training. During the year, the women who gets selected in the scheme during the year, they also sit through the for the patent agent exam. Patent agent exam is an exam conducted by the Patent Office of India in all the 4 patent offices. Once you become a patent agent, the requirement for patent agent is that you should have science in graduation like BSc, BTech, uh, any graduation in science. So only those persons can appear in patent agent exam. So once you become a patent agent, registered patent agent, then you can prosecute applications on behalf of the applicants. It means you can start your own work, like you can do the filing, like you sign the form 1, form 2, you can sign on behalf of the applicant. Then you can attend the hearings on behalf of the applicant, and basically it's like you can get the business once you are a patent agent. So under this scheme, if during the tenure of the training you become patent agent, then you get a prize money of rupees 25,000 from the Department of Science and Technology. This prize was earlier 10,000, but now Department of Science and Technology has increased the prize money to 25,000. So it's an incentive basically for the women to become patent agents, so that Later on, this can be of help to them to start their own ventures. Then this has been the outcome of 11 batches. In 11 batches, about 800 women have been trained, and about 300 of them have become registered patent agents, and about 60% from out of 800, they are working in the area of IPR, and they are working at very good levels in IPR attorney law firms, like any of the big law firms you can think of, like Remfree and Sagar, Anand and Anand, Subramaniam and Associates, and then any of the big law firms in the country, all over India, you can find our women scientists are working there and drawing good salary. Then they have also prepared many project reports related to uh, patent analysis, and many women have reached to the level of partners in the IP attorney law firms. There are more than 10, and many women have started their own IP firms, consultancy firms, and many are working from their home, uh, doing work on their own, and not reporting to anybody. But since they have become patent agents, so they can work from home and prosecute applications. So they are getting direct work from the clients, and they are doing work from their home, because all you need to start your IP work is one laptop, one good internet connection, and a patent agent certificate. If you have got, it's a very very good thing, because then you can file patent applications on behalf of your clients. It's not a very costly affair. You can start your business, and if you're good in conducting patent searches, then also you can get a lot of business from the market. Now, selection to this scheme is has got many steps. Like, you have to appear for an all India online examination, and then a merit will be drawn, and then interviews will be conducted, and the candidates who meet the eligibility criteria are called for the written test, and the online exam is conducted all over India simultaneously on the same date, and under the supervision of PFC, and respective coordination centers and observers are there. Then a merit list is drawn after the written test and interview. Then marks are combined, and then final merit list is drawn. Then online exam is mainly objective in nature, and is objective, basically MCQs are there. Then this I've already told you. All India advertisement is there. Then shortlisting is done. Examination paper is set. Online examination is done all over India. Interviews are conducted at 4 centers. Then final selection is there. Now we have provided the 120 seats which are there. They are divided into different seats, different subject areas. Like, we have 20 seats for chemistry and chemical sciences, 14 for drugs, candidates from drugs, pharma, and food. Then 28 seats for electrical and electronics, 18 seats for computers, 15 for life sciences, then 10 seats for mechanical production, and 15 seats for subject areas which are not covered in subjects from 1 to 6. So candidates are selected from these areas. Actually, these areas have been selected based on the market requirement, and also they have been aligned with the areas of the patent office where most of the patent applications are filed in India. So these are aligned with that. So the number of seats keep on changing based on the market requirement. So total 120 seats are there right now. And the examination pattern is like, the exam is for 2 hours and total questions are 120. And there are 2 sections in the paper. One section is compulsory for all, which is called the general section. And one section is the section B, which is a technical subject section. It will have questions related to your technical subject only, the subjects which I listed above. And exams are conducted at different centers. Like, there are 2 types of centers: fixed center and floating sector. Fixed centers are those where exam will be definitely conducted, and these are mainly the metros. These are 15 fixed centers, and then floating centers will be those where exam will be conducted only if sufficient number of applications are received from these cities. Right now also, the applications for 12th batch have been received, and the exam is scheduled in the month of September 2021, and the training for 12th batch is about to start in the month of November. And the eligibility for attending the scheme is that you should be a woman with either Masters of Science or Bachelor's in Engineering or Technology, and your minimum age has to be 27 years and maximum 45 years. So this date keeps on changing based on the um, date of the publishing of the advertisement. And this is the desirable qualification. You should be able to handle computerized databases. Actually, this desirable qualification was put when the scheme started in the year 2002, but now this has become outdated because everybody is familiar with the computerized database collection coalition. So everybody is expert in computers nowadays. So the duration of training is 1 year. Once you're selected, the training will be conducted for 1 year. And during the training period, you will get a stipend. Like those having MSc or those who are BTech or MBBS or equivalent degree will get a stipend of 25,000. And those who are MPhil, MTech, MPharm or MS, MBSc will get stipend of 30,000. And those who are PhD will get stipend of 35,000 per month for the whole year. And this is just to give you an idea of what is the breakup of the candidates. Generally, like in till 7 batches, like this is the we get like different like MSc, BTech, B Pharma, and PhD. So we have got a lot of PhD students as well. This is the breakup of the 8th batch, 10th, 9th batch, and 10th batch. How many were MSc, how many MTech, and how many PhDs were there? So we are getting a different set, mixed set of people who are coming to get training. And this is the subject-wise seat allocation. These are just details. Yeah. Once you are selected, then for 1 month, we call women from all over India to New Delhi and they attend the orientation program. Generally, it's for 1 month. And these are the dates of the orientation programs. So, what is covered in orientation program? These are basically morning to evening classes, and about 70 lectures are conducted over the whole month. And lectures on topics like different aspects of IPR, IP management, Indian legal system, introduction to databases, then visits, visit to patent office, visit to industry. Then 3 days they are allocated for practical sessions on patent searches. Then after 1 month, these women are put for on-the-job training with IPR attorney firms or IP departments of government agencies or with multinational companies. So this training is basically on-the-job training, and women learn while they are working. For 11 months, they work with some organization, and then while they're working, they learn. So this is the best way to learn, and women have benefited a lot by this training because while they're working with the IP attorney firms, if the attorney firms feel or any government agencies also feel or MNCs that this candidate is sincere and will be useful for that firm, so after 11 months they get absorbed in those firms only. So after the training they get the job. So that's why this scheme has been very successful in providing employment. And other activities which are held during the on-the-job training are that during the year, the candidates give seminars on the provisions of IPR Acts. They present the seminars. Then they learn patent drafting skills. They learn patent searching using different databases. They prepare project reports. Then they appear for the patent agent exam. Then those who are working with the law firms, they are also doing filing responses to FERs, which is the first examination report, opposition and other activities related to law firms. Then other activities during the 1 year are that 2 workshops are conducted during the year. One is on patent drafting and other is on the other forms of IPRs like designs, trademarks, geographical indication and plant variety. So these are the other activities. Then various visits are there, like visit to patent office, visit to IMTech, which is the International Depository Authority, and they also participate in many national and international seminars which are conducted in India. And after the training is complete, they get certificate of training completion certificate, Mm, this is a photo of Dr. V.K. Saraswatji, who chairman of TIPAC. He's presenting certificates to women scientists of 9 batch. Then Professor Ashutosh Sharma ji is also standing there, Secretary DST. This is certificate being distributed by uh, Justice Pratibha Singh Madam, who is a judge with the Delhi High Court, very renowned personality. This is just photograph showing that woman who cleared the patent agent exam. This is just a graph which I think I've already shared. The date of the 10 batches, status of the patent agents. This I think I've already shared. Yeah. Now coming to the impact of the scheme. This scheme has earned widespread popularity all over the country. It's very popular, and generally this scheme has given the country trained women force in IPR. Like earlier in law firms, the culture was not um tilted towards technology. Like there were people who were practicing IPR, they were not from the technology area. Even the lawyers were drafting patent applications. But after the scheme came, mm, a lot of changes were brought about in the patent agent examination. Like earlier, anybody could become patent agent, those even who were not from the science background, but now only those people can appear in the patent agent exam, those who have science background. So this has changed the whole scenario of the people who are working in law firms. So now even you can see the changes in the FERs which are being answered, the patent drafts, the patent specifications which are being drafted, because these women are now in working in law firms and they have changed the culture of patent filing and prosecution. So they have inculcated the culture of patents now, which is being handled by technical people in law firms, which were earlier being handled by lawyers. So, and many women of middle age who were not doing anything and just sitting at home have now become beaming IPR professionals. And this has also given women a lot of confidence because now they have become, after completing this training, they have become technically and financially very sound. And girls from small towns have got the opportunity to flourish because they sit for the exam and they clear the exam and they get selected and they feel so proud to be selected under the scheme. So this is the impact. It has generated employment. About 60% of women have got employment, and 10% of the total patent agents in the country are from this scheme. And it has brought about a cultural change in IPR firms, and they become partners. Women entrepreneurs have been there, women facilitators. There's a scheme called SIPP of Patent Office. Our women have also joined that scheme, and 10% of the total people who have joined SIPP scheme are from this scheme, and they become IPR consultants, and they're also working from home. So these are some of the new initiatives which have been taken under the scheme from 8th batch onwards. Like earlier, the exam used to be paper based, but now it's the online exam. Now lectures on motivation have also become part of the orientation program apart from IPR, and then daily tour is there, talent day is there, like lot of activities have been introduced. And earlier exam, there used to be single exam, but now subject-wise exams are being conducted for entry into the scheme. And stipend is being released directly in the account of the woman. So they are not going anywhere. In the direct in the account of the woman, the stipend is being given. And also TA is also being given to women to attend if they want to appear for the exam and exam is not in their city, then second AC train fare is being given, or AC bus fare where any train routes are not there. Then during the orientation program also, if they have to come to Delhi, they can travel by second AC train. Then during the year, if they have to attend the workshops also, then also TA equivalent to second AC train is being provided. So This is all I wanted to share with you. Another thing which I think I missed in the presentation was that since this woman scheme is a promotional scheme for women, so if the women take any maternity leave during the training period, they are given leave, um, but no, they are not paid any stipend for the period, but the training is extended for maternity, for their illness or illness of the child or any family member. So all this flexibility is provided under the scheme. Basically, we want the woman to come back. So this is the way we are providing help to the woman to basically join the mainstream. So this is about WAS C and WAS A and WAS B also. They have got different provisions, and there the stipend is also more as compared to our scheme, and they are also for larger duration. Like for WAS C scheme, the duration is 1 year, but for WAS A and WAS B, durations are more than 1 year. So this is all I wanted to share, and all this information is available on the DST website, uh, dst.gov.in. You can find more information about other A and B schemes as well. But for C scheme, if you want to ask any information, you can always approach me. I have been handling the C scheme right from the day of its inception, that is in the year 2002 when it was started. So since then, I have been handling this scheme. So thank you everybody.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful session. Any questions from anyone? Ma'am, actually, I had one question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Actually, I wanted to ask that is there any scheme for postdoctoral specifically for women?
Only for women.
Yeah.
I am not aware. Maybe DST might be having some scheme, but in TIFEC we don't have any scheme for women
Okay.
like that. But I think DST must be having that scheme called STEM. You must have heard about the scheme STEM. There's a scheme in DST. If you just explore,
Yeah.
there would be some schemes because there are a lot of schemes being operated in DST
Yes. Yes.
for women, where they send women um, at international level also for conducting some training programs. They send even outside India also,
Okay, ma'am.
but not large number of people, like around 10 to 15 people. They are sending every year. There is one scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also that Fulbright scholarship scheme is there. It's not for especially only for women, but that earlier scheme which I told you, they are sending women in outside to other countries for getting trained. That scheme is available only for women.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, so any other questions from anyone?
Another thing I wanted to share with you that now the government is providing lot of incentives to women also, like the women and the startups. There's a provision in the Patent Act now. Some amendment has been done that now expedited examination can be done for inventions related to startups or inventions related to um, those inventions where one of the inventors or one of the applicants is a woman. So for women or any of and the startups, both in both these cases, there will be expedited examination of the patent application which has been filed with the patent office.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, so shall we conclude now?
Yeah, of course, I think.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. So now with this we come to an end of this session. I thank Dr. Sangeeta ma'am for sparing her valuable time. My gratitude to Honorable Chairman Sir Shri Praveen Thakral sir for always encouraging us for such events. Thanks are due for CEO Shri R.K. Sahani sir and Director OIST Dr. Rajesh K. Shukla sir as they motivate us always for these kind of events. I thank you all for sparing your time. Thank you all the participants for your patience, learning and hearing. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
thank you. Thank you.